Hey, good evening. How would you define joy? Is it just an emotion? Is it feeling happy? Is it just when things go your way? Is that joy? Or does the Bible have a meaning that's deeper than that? And welcome back to Everyday Talk 24/7. We're looking at the 25 gifts of the Advent. As I said, there are many more, but we're just sort of focusing on these 25. And we've come now to a section where we're going to look at the different aspects of the Spirit's fruit for the next several days. So yesterday, on day 7, we looked at the fruit of love. Today, day 8, we're going to be looking at the fruit of joy. And it's important for us to get this right. See, all these genuine characteristics, the working out of the fruit of the Spirit, they're unique to Him. So we may see things that look like joy or may be moving in that direction, but pure joy is the singular, unique work of the Spirit of God working within the people of God. We know in Galatians 5, that's where we're looking at this passage, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, and we'll continue to work through the rest of them. But one passage, I think, which clearly defines what joy is like from God's perspective, from the Holy Spirit's perspective, we find it in the first 2 verses of Hebrews 12. So Hebrews 12, 1 and 2 reads this way: Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Now get this. Looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of God on the throne of God. See how joy comes into play here. For the joy that was set before him, he endured the horrific pain and shame of the cross. So joy is not connected to circumstances. It's connected to our relationship with God. I'm going to give you a definition of joy based on this passage. It's mine, so you're not going to find it in any theological books anywhere. But I think it works. Joy is the elation of the heart that allows us to transcend the pain of this world and experience life that is truly life. In other words, life that connects to the next life. We see it in various forms. For example, when a child finds a pet that's been missing, they're elated. Everything just kind of falls into place. When you see somebody close to you you haven't seen in a long time or unexpectedly, you're overcome with joy. When we see the blessing of God come to those whom we love, or we see a special blessing of God poured out on someone in some way, we see joy, and we experience that with them. That's why I say joy is the elation of the heart that allows us to transcend the pain of this world and experience life that is truly life. But since the joy is the fruit of the Spirit, true joy can only come from the work of the Holy Spirit within us. So we want to be careful with our description of things. I can be joyous about this, and I've got a good meal, I'm joyful about it. In a sense, that's true, but in its deepest sense, in the sense of that unique work of the Spirit of God within us, joy takes us from this world, breaks free, and transcends our pain to connect us to the next. So even in our deepest pain, we can know joy. we can experience a little window of that which is to come. So listen again to Jesus, the example of pure joy. Looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. If your joy is tied to only tangible things, to possessions, to how well you think you're doing at the moment, you've misunderstood the work of the Spirit. True joy that transcends is connected to that unique, special, beautiful work of the Spirit of God. And that makes it another precious gift of the advent of Jesus Christ, who does allow us to enjoy life that is truly life. Think about that. Again, love your thoughts and feedback. And tomorrow, we'll take a look at day 9 and the next aspect of the Spirit's fruit. Thank you so much for being here. It's such an honor for me to talk to you every day. Have a great evening. Good night.